Hi everyone, welcome to the CA classroom. Today we will be discussing about law paper in CA Intermediate, mainly focusing on the Companies Act. Now, your syllabus covers section 1 to section 147 of the Companies Act. You learn various chapters in that, but I would just like to give you an understanding as to why you have those topics in the Companies Act and what you will be learning in it, what are the areas you will cover over there. A small story to get started. Let's say you want to start a business tomorrow and you choose to start a company. What is the very first step you do? You will create the company or form the company or incorporate the company. So the very first step you do is incorporation of your company. Once your company is incorporated or once your company is born, what is the next step? You need money. You need money to do business, money to pay rent, money to start construction, money to pay salaries, money for your working capital. For every activity in your business, every transaction requires money. How do you get the money? First, you contribute your own money. So, your own money, or you get the money from others. How do others pay you money? Somebody is paying you money and saying they want a share in the ownership in the company. So they are paying money by contributing to the shares. They are purchasing the shares of the company. Second, the person says, I don't want ownership in the company. I just want a fixed return. So he is again contributing money to you and you issue him debentures. All of you know about the concept of fixed deposits which you do in bank. Instead of doing a deposit with a bank, you can also do deposit with a company and earn interest. Another way company earns money is by deposits. The company can also use its assets, give it to the bank and get a loan. It's called concept of charge. We will see this in detail when we take up charge topic. Every concept will be seen in detail later. Now, this entire process of getting money through your own sources and other sources and running your business cannot be done single-handedly. You need to manage your business. So you need management, a team of management to organize meetings, to come together, rules to run your business and all of that. Next, if you start a partnership firm, all of you are aware that the profits you earn in a partnership firm is shared among partners. Similarly, a company earns money. The earnings, what do you do with the earnings? One, the owners of the company take a share of it in the form of dividend. If you had borrowed money, you should also pay interest to bank. So you will also pay interest to bank. At the same time, when you earn profit, you are able to do the business because government has set up rules and infrastructure. So you will pay income tax to the government on the income earned by you. So you need to pay dividend, you need to pay interest, you need to pay income tax to government and so many other various things for the entire business. So you have all these people who are interested in your business are known as stakeholders. Banks, government, all these people, they are stakeholders, they are interested in your business. I cannot tell my stakeholders, look, my earnings is 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. You need to give them computation and breakup of transactions. And hence you have to maintain something called books of accounts to have control over the transactions of the company. How do I ensure these books of accounts are reliable? I will get them audited by an auditor who will certify that my books of accounts are reliable, giving a reasonable assurance. Now, this is what is to be done when you start a business. So this is what you learn in CA Intermediate Company Law. Your first topic, first introduction topic is what is preliminary of Companies Act basics, why, how to incorporate a company, incorporation procedure. Next you learn about shares, prospectus, debentures, deposits, charge and all those topics. You also learn about a topic called management and administration which covers AGM and all those topics. You also learn about dividend. How can a company declare dividend? Can they declare dividend, pay dividend or not? What are the books of accounts a company has to maintain? What is the role of audit and auditors in a company? So these are the topics which you cover in your CA Intermediate Companies Act. Thank you.